Yo.
Whoa, what's up, bro?
What's going on, man?
How you doing?
Settling down after this crazy ass game.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how's the who's that? Oh, someone texting. How's it been? You're done with your job, right?
Yeah, man. Last week was the first official week working with, actually signed on with Nick and B Top Local to manage all their ads and campaigns and shit like that.
Nice, man. So you an employee or are you like a contractor?
Contractor. I 1090 I'm working for them essentially, but they're 1099 them, so they they
Can you hear me?
yeah.
Yeah, because it seems like it's cutting out, so I don't know if it's on my end or.
No, I hear you just fine.
I hear you good now, so I don't know. Maybe there was something else wrong. Sorry, what were you saying? You said I heard contract, and then that went out for a second.
Yeah, so we're pretty much contracted. He pays Dark Horse Marketing, and then I pay myself from Dark Horse Marketing.
Nice, man. Yeah, I just did my LLC stuff, so I need to figure out how that all works.
Yeah, it's definitely a learning curve. I'm supposed to have a call with my CPA today to see how all that works. Like, if he's paying me X amount of dollars, I'm on salary with him, so he pays me whatever the 5th and then whatever on the 20th. Like, how much of that money needs to stay in the account, and then how much can I pull out and put in our personal bank account to live,
Right. Yeah. So technically, right now, I'm just doing everything still as a sole proprietor since I haven't like officially done everything. But yeah, as soon as I kind of get all because I think you need to have like a seller's permit, at least for California, you need to have like three or four different things you need to get still. In order to, plus I want to file my S corp.
Right.
Make sure I'm not getting extra. I called them, and I said, no, that's something that happens after you already get your LLC. So it's like, okay, cool. So.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Nice. That's cool. So how's that been? Are you? I know last time I saw him, he said that they hired someone and they freaking like tanked all the ads in like a freaking month, and he ended up like just firing them after a month.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Your screen's froze on me right now, and then Zoom's telling me it's not responding, but I can't see you moving. You know what I mean? I don't know what the hell.
Let me turn off the video. See if it gives us a better connection or something. Can you hear me though?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Well, I just turned off. I can't see like your name here either, but it's fine.
I don't know what is up with Zoom, dude. I've always had problems with Zoom for some reason.
Yeah, Zoom's weird. Like I have it and I use it, and it usually works good, but sometimes it's like crappy.
Yeah.
Which is kind of frustrating. I'm like, man, at least I only pay $25 a month, but now it's showing this screen. I don't know why it's showing this screen. Right now I can't see.
All right, I can see you now.
Okay, now it's yeah. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, man. So how's it been like working with Nick? You just started with them, right? Like a week ago.
Yeah, probably a little over a week. It's almost been like 2 or 3 weeks because officially I was still working at the job and helping them out with some stuff. They had like a ear, nose, and throat doctor they had got on, and a bunch of crazy shit, dude. Like shit I'm definitely not, would say, familiar with as far as running, but the strategies, they're all essentially the same.
Right.
So, what you got? Brought a little martini glass over there, something? A little.
Oh no, this is you know what mate is?
Yeah.
It's
Oh, okay.
tea.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I had another one. It was like an actual gourd from Paraguay, but it's like I forgot to, and I left stuff like the tea inside of it, and so it was like kind of smelling moldy. Plus, it was pretty old, so it was already like it's kind of like leaky. So I just ordered this one. I thought it was a different color. This is supposed to be like one for my wife. It's like it's supposed to be like teal, but it's just like a light blue color. But,
yeah. So man, loan officers, huh? Been putting them out of the park. It looks like.
Yeah, man. Bro, like it's been crazy, man. It's been crazy. Like over the last like 2 months, man. Things have been changing a lot, and confidence has gone up. Obviously, like being in Nick's stuff has been good for me too. But also being able to get results has been like a game changer when it comes to I think being confident on the phone and like all that kind of stuff as well, right? I mean,
Definitely.
knowing that I can get results versus I think I can get you, I can get you some leads. I know I can get you leads, but like knowing I can get like good, legit, qualified leads is like so much better than. Plus knowing like the whole system, like the follow-up stuff, what they need to do, like all that kind of stuff makes it so much different.
Yeah, about to say I have to hook you up with a friend of mine. This was the first lady I'd ever worked with. She was a loan officer, and I was using Danny Vega's VA stuff. His.
Yeah. Well, and the reason like, so normally I charge for like something like this, right? I mean, like, have someone pay me like right after you $300 for an hour. But I was like, man, you freaking helped me. You were like the first person that ever helped me. Like you were helping me with my first. I think it was my first client, or with my first. No, it was actually a client that I have now that I did the Curious Student with. I think I got him like 4 leads. And then I just launched his ad on Saturday, and I got him 5 or 6 leads on the first day with like $20 spent. And the first time I spent like $200 and got like 4 leads, I think.
Said, dude, it's crazy how that worked.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I was like, man, like you helped me back in the day, like. Plus, I don't think you're gonna be competing with me anyway. But
yeah, no, that's what I told Nick. I'm like, I told him I had a call with you. I was like, look, dude, I have no, I let him know clearly, I have no interest. And I know he told me he's actually utilizing you to run some of his shit that he's getting. But I have I have no interest. I have no interest in real estate. I have no interest in mortgage. I have no interest in, like, I'm specifically medical, dental, sleep apnea, TMD, so, and I got.
Well, I even like, for a little bit there, like, 'cause that is what I was doing before, and then I like kind of like got sick of it. I got sick of the real estate space. I was like, no, I'm gonna get out of it. But then, I don't know, then I started getting results, and then like I was like, you know what, like, this is what I know. Like, this is what I'm comfortable with. So I started like looking into doing some med spa stuff, and like, I was like, you know what, I don't know the industry. I have to learn the whole industry. I have to learn the offers. I have to learn everything. Like, I already know this. I just need to change my mindset on it. So,
yeah.
Basically over the last 2 months, kind of like everything shifted, and now the momentum is freaking like exploding.
And I mean, dude, if you're still looking or interested, or you pick up med spas, you let me know, and I'll throw you some ad copy and stuff that's working pretty well for them right now. I got some.
Yeah, I mean, if something comes up, man, I'd probably take it, but
yeah,
I'm not like actively looking for anything like that. Like, I even pulled like a list, and I was gonna start emailing them, and I was like, I don't know, like, I kind of like didn't like the vibe so much, right? Like the kind of the vibe that comes with it, and like what that like whole space is, like the communication space, or whatever. Just, I don't know.
The cold emailing.
Not that it's not ethical, but it's just like, I don't know, a different, like, superficial. It's just different, right? Like, that medical space, that specific medical space.
Yeah, I'm not huge on the email, and like I said, it's way easier whenever you just do a straight phone call, and you know what I mean. If you can get in touch with that right person, it's so much easier.
Yeah, totally, man. Yeah, no. So I just was like, I was kind of like dilly-dallying, trying to find something like as if a different freaking niche would be easier than mortgage and real estate. Like, at the end of the day, every niche has its ups and downs. Like, some niches might have a little bit more money, but then they're also a pain in the butt to work with because they don't know how to do sales.
Yep.
So there's just like every industry is gonna have their ups and downs. I was like, I know this industry so well. Like, I was an account executive for 4 years before.
Oh shit.
Marketing. So, well, 2 years as account executive, but I worked at a mortgage company for 4 years. So yeah, man, it was like I had to do it, and so I'm like starting, man. It's like growing, and it's like it's crazy, man.
Yeah, that's my thing. It's like I said, I was doing the dentist and TMD and all that stuff, but it's now I'm working with Nick. They kind of keep me fairly busy on a regular basis.
I was gonna say, man, that's probably like gonna be your only income, right? I mean, I would assume.
Yeah, right now, until I can get a good grasp on it. Like I said, they got over 70-something clinics they're running shit for. So
yeah. And if you're doing all of it for them.
Yeah, we stay pretty busy.
Yeah, I mean 70. One person doing 70 is pretty crazy.
Yeah, well, no, I mean he got two people underneath me, and then another guy that's above me who kind of also that's training me on some things. So.
Oh, okay. Is it Ben or?
No, it's Eric, Ben's brother.
Oh, okay, nice. I got him. Yeah, I was on a call with Eric.
Yeah.
He's all the whole technical guy. We were trying to set something up. I don't remember what we were trying to, I think Active Campaign or something. We were trying to set something up for the automations.
Yeah, that was my thing, man. It's like I just, I'm always looking to learn some of the other tactics. I know I follow a lot of people, you know what I mean? And I got that Facebook Ads Summit coming up pretty soon at with Dennis Yu and them, so I'm gonna be attending
Oh,
that.
nice, man. You going to that?
Yeah, got a little spot for it.
Where's that at? Is that the Arizona one?
Yeah, on in Arizona. I think it's all digitally. It's gonna be online. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. So you're not actually like going over there.
No, yeah, I'm not gonna be flying over there.
Oh, okay. That's cool though, man. That's fine.
Yep.
But as long as you can like separate your time to do that, because like that's the only problem with like me. I'm thinking like if I did anything like that, I'd have to like physically go, because probably just like end up freaking working and doing other stuff during the day.
Yeah, well, that's probably what's going to wind up happening, but they're sending recordings and transcripts of every day and event, so, I mean, I'll have shit to look over and pass on and, whatnot.
Right, sure.
But yeah, man, without blowing through too much of your time, bro, like I said, I appreciate it. I was just kind of looking, how can I implement whatever kind of way that you're utilizing some surveys or questionnaires and how the whole shebang works, because, like I said, I'm a ClickFunnels guy or a Facebook lead ad. I've never really done any of the SurveyMonkey or any of the survey apps, and
Yeah.
kind of how to pre-qualify somebody better.
So I'm just trying to think like, so I can like walk you through, but I don't know how. I'm just trying to think like how you could get someone in the mindset to fill something out. Like, because obviously for like something like mortgage, they kind of know that they need to get some information answered.
Right.
Give me a sec here. I'm going to log in. So I'm just trying to think like how you could do it. But obviously, you know the industry better. I mean, maybe it's like you have them opt in and then send them through a survey. I don't know, man. Like I don't know how.
Well, in the same aspect of you having to qualify them with credit scores, loan amounts, things like that. With sleep apnea or sinus infection, we can ask specific questions to say if they're experiencing certain symptoms, yes or no,
right.
Blah, blah, you know what I mean? So it's something to that aspect.
Yeah, like a quick quiz, and people love quizzes, man. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, take this quick quiz to see if you qualify for, whatever insurance to cover your sleep apnea, whatever. I don't know how that works, man.
Yeah, just like you said, just something to potentially split test against and see if I can come up with something to generate more leads. And
yeah, I mean, I just find these type of leads are more qualified.
No doubt.
Just better. Plus, they have this. They just seem more valuable too, right? Like that's the other thing. Like it just seems more valuable.
Yeah, because my thing, like, dude, we're getting destroyed right now in braces, and braces are really the ones that are tearing us up. So I'm just trying to fix.
Expensive?
Oh yeah, dude. Not expensive ain't even the word, bro. Like we go from $40 to $60 a lead to $130 something a fucking lead. Like.
Oh jeez.
Yeah.
40 to 60 doesn't seem like. Like I mean.
Yeah, that's what it used to be. Like I said, now we can't get the goddamn thing under 80, 113, 130. Like leads are just not coming in. Well, opt-ins, click-through rates are decent. You know what I mean? But it just been testing all kind of shit out on it. So I'm just kind of I've been looking all day at different orthodontics orthodontics Facebook pages to see if I could find any ads anybody's running, or looked in the ClickFunnels page
I wonder if there's anybody that for Facebook, I mean for mortgage and stuff, there's obviously like Lending Tree and those guys that are like freaking legit. They're like real direct response. Cause some of these freaking companies are so bad. Their advertising is so bad.
Right.
Like, so bad. You almost don't want to like emulate some of these like bigger companies that don't really know what they're doing, and they're like, buy a home with us, yay! Because basically they have the branding already, and they can kind of get away with doing crap like that.
Yep.
Like Better Homes has like some crappy ads. I don't remember who else. I saw another one today that was like horrible. Like, what am I doing?
So what is it? Survey Gizmo?
Yeah.
Survey Gizmo.
It's like $135 a month, just like that.
A month? God damn.
Yeah. I actually split it with Austin. I don't know if you know Austin or not. Austin Croman Whitaker.
Oh yeah. I know him.
But basically, it's just like let me show you what it looks like. It's like $135 a month. 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 It's like $135 a mon super simple, man. Like it's just a survey. Like I bet you could use some of the I don't know how it works with like dentists and stuff like that. Like how you can advertise. There's like specific ways you can advertise.
Right.
There is.
Yeah.
Right. Related as well. But like some of the stuff we do is like, new programs. Sometimes you gotta be careful because mortgage, like, new program might even be kind of a little borderline gray area. But people love that word. People love new. People love, exclusive stuff.
Oh yeah.
I would say like one of the things we do with mortgage also is affinity stuff, right? Like targeting very specific areas or targeting specific people. Like, hey, Kaiser Permanente employees, we have this perfect program for you to buy a house. So I don't know if there's like a similar play like that for what you're doing, right?
Yeah, essentially I'm calling out, like, right now I'm running for a Boca Raton dentist. I'm setting up some ads. It's a free teeth whitening for life with a new patient exam or some shit like that.
Sure.
So, like, that's my whole, hey, Boca Raton, we're, we...
Right, but like, even more specific, right? Like super specific, where you're even calling out, like, specific, like, people from a specific company or people from a specific, hospital.
Okay, I gotcha.
That's like the very, like, I don't know, test that, right? It works on the mortgage side. I typically don't do that, like, unless for whatever reason costs get super crazy, but for like insurance, that's a good play, like when you go on like super specific, hey, there's a special program for, first responders, right?
Right.
Or a special program for military, special program for, who knows if they have these sort of programs, but you could always just talk to them about that. Test stuff like that, right? It's just like, hey, very affinity, like there's exclusivity, new, people love new, those like specific trigger words that make it, new San Diego dental program makes it easier for,
right,
kids to get braces with as little as zero down. I don't know. Like,
yeah, no. Like
have insurance or whatever, even if you don't have insurance. I don't know.
Yeah, our
just
big
like something like that, when you use these like specific trigger words, this freaking ad kills it.
Yeah, our trigger words are like relief, is one of the big ones that we hang on.
Yeah, do you know that Danny Vega funnel? Like
yeah.
Danny Vega like questions? That's like actually came from Bobby Stocks. Like, I don't know if you know Bobby Stocks.
Oh yeah, me and Bobby. I follow Bobby.
Yeah, he's one of my mentors, so that's where I learned a lot of this stuff.
Nice.
No, but that's like basically like they got on a call one time and like he was pissed because he like found out like later that he like submitted to be in the Two Comma Club because he freaking, one of his brokers made over $1 million, and sold over $1 million in mortgages. Like, so it's just funny.
Yeah, and Luke, actually, dude, Nick gave Danny his stem cell campaign that he was sharing.
Nick told me that. I don't know about that specifically, but he was telling me, like, like he was coming to me, like, he's like, dude, Nick, he was coming to me, like, 6 months ago asking me how to get more clients. That's what he was telling me, that, like,
yeah.
He was coming in and asking that stuff.
Yeah.
So that's, it's frustrating, man. Like, and I see it all the time because I see people coming to me now asking for help. Whereas before I was like the new guy, right? But now, like, that I've been around for a year.
Yep.
And I'm posting every day, pretty much. People coming to me, and then I'll see like them post something like, "Oh yeah, come into my group and learn how to grow an agency." And I'm like, "Yo, you gotta be freaking kidding me right now, man!" like what the hell are you doing? Like I have this kid, who was asking me how to run some mortgage stuff, and I was like, "Well, you know what? We can maybe figure something out. We'll split the first month. Like, I'll help you out and get you some results." Basically, like, you pay me $500, I'll kind of give you some guidance on it, make sure we get results, yada yada yada. And then I see like later, like he posted something on his wall that he was like, "Oh, come join my group, yada yada yada." And then I know another guy that we were talking like forever, and he was like barely making any money, and then like all of a sudden he went from that, and then he's like, "Oh, making $40,000 a month." I don't know, maybe he's making 40,000 now. I don't know. It's been a while since I talked to him, but basically he was just selling like coaching on how to do cold email and stuff like that. So I don't know.
Yeah, dude, I keep my head so far out of that stuff because I see it. Like, me and James Cluster, we're partners with Dark Horse Marketing, which was my
Oh, you are.
yeah, which was my thing initially. We were dealing with dentists, and we had a few different guys, Jimmy Ratowski and Brian something Helsip or something like that. But these guys kept coming to us asking if we can give them a hand, if they could pay us for consulting, and we teach them how to do dentists. And then before you know it, these guys are getting interviewed by Jeff Miller, how he almost closed a $6,000 client, and he's doing dental, and he's beasting dental now. I'm like, this dude, we just talked to him a week ago, and him asking if we can help him. Like, how is he?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't buy into none of that stuff.
There's too many of those, man. That's why I finally found like Nick and Bobby, and I know these guys are freaking like legit as legit can be.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Even Andrew Crozy and Jeff Miller pissed me off because like they freaking, I don't know. Jeff's a little more legit in my mind because I feel like he's still kind of running his agency, whereas like Andrew hit 10K one time and then turned around and started making the course.
Well,
like, I remember him hitting me up when I was still in the Faith group.
Yep.
Back when he just joined, and he was like, "Oh, you seem like you're like like you know what you're doing, yada yada yada." And then like 2 months later, he was like, he basically added me to his group.
Yep.
And then like 2 months after that, he was like the expert at client acquisition all of a sudden.
Same thing, dude. And
then this other guy that's the cold call specialist.
Yeah, right.
He's in 10K. He wasn't even hitting 10K a month, but it's in his course. I don't know, man.
Yeah, it just sucks, dude, because Jeff's slowly turning down that path now too. Like you see, all he's doing is these paid training days, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like we still do our thing.
Totally, man. It's cool, and I try not to hate, but at the same time, it's like
right.
You see too much of these people that couldn't hang in the agency world until they gave up and just started selling the dream to poor guys that don't know the difference, right? Like the thing is, like the people us could have been around long enough, like we know better than to freaking like trust a lot of that stuff, right? But when I first started, I didn't know any different. These guys were like legit guys that were huge, and then now I realized, like even like J.R. Reebok, like at the time.
Oh yeah, he's full of shit too. But
come to find out that he's just the same as any of these other guys that have blown up, right? I mean, like he had a couple big months, maybe kept on one or two real estate agents, launches a real estate course, turns that down. Now he's doing affiliate marketing.
Yep.
Like so.
Yeah, like I said, it's frustrating because I sit here and I help anybody. You know what I mean? Like I said, I got multiple people, same as you, bro. Like they ask me, hey, look, you got a few minutes? Can you show me this? Can you show me that? And most of the time, if I got a little time, dude. Yeah, I know, but like I said, dude, I know how it was. You know what I mean? Like I said, just same with me and you, and like if. Like I just feel like I need to help people out. You know what I mean? Like I know how it was. I went through that road for 2 years, and
so I'll help people out, like, but I'm not gonna be like, this is the exact ad. This is the like, unless they want to pay me.
Right, for sure.
These are some pointers. But a lot of the times they come like super needy, like with their hand out, and they haven't even built a relationship with me. And I've actually shown people for free, like before I started charging, stuff that like. I probably shouldn't have done for free, but I was like, you know what, you've built a relationship with me, and it's actually brought me, clients because they're like, well, you know what, why don't you just do it for me and we'll white label this, right? So that's like kind of how I started. That's how I kind of started into white labeling was.
Right.
Actually, Derek Saraiva was like, can you just do this for me? Like, I'm gonna land this guy, I'll pay you, $600 or whatever. Well, he paid me $60.40 because he landed a $2,000 client. So, but yeah, man, like, cause I was kind of showing him how to do something. And yeah, man. So it's not like I'm against helping people because I know it's important to help people, but at the same time, people need to value like our expertise too. That's the other thing, right? Like it's not all about like yeah, sure we should help people, but a lot of times people come to me and they just like, oh, can you send me a screenshot of the ad? Like, well, first of all, who are you? Like you don't even offer to pay me. I have people that like the people that come in and say, how much does it cost for me to get an hour of your time? Or how much does it cost for me to get, those are the people that I want to help. And what's funny is those are typically like people that I've built relationships with too, like actual like friends of mine that I talk to all the time, like Aaron. I'm talking to Aaron next, but he's paying me $300 for an hour.
Oh yeah, dude.
And he already does well at mortgage. He's like how much it's going to cost to like get another. I just want another angle. So.
Yeah, I'll try.
Yeah,
I need to. Like I said, dude, I just got to get motivated by the right people to do it. You know what I mean? Like I said, I know I need to.
No, bro, just start freaking charging, man. Like, hey, like I'm happy to help. Like I'm happy to give you some pointers, but if you want to get on a power screen share, I charge. The first one I charged was 100.
Right.
And then 100, and I was like, well, I guess the next one's gonna be 200, so I charged 200. And now I charge 300.
Nice.
I just upped it because, you know, our time's valuable, and you should get paid for your year and 2 years or whatever, however long you've been doing this stuff, knowledge.
Yeah, man. Almost 3 years. It'll be 3 years in October.
Oh wow, man.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going on. I just barely passed my 1 year.
Nice. And look at how far, dude. You know what I mean? From like starting out to now.
This is crazy, man. So so Dan Henry's is the first like thing I went through, and that was I started like at the very end of May, and then I think I posted my Curious Student the first time. So that's what I consider like officially like somewhat launching my agency, but I don't. My first client was August, so if you count that, then my year is going to be August.
Nice.
Which is still, you know, it's crazy like how far and how different things are. Man, it's just been
fun ride. Building the family getting bigger, and finally getting a little more freedom, you know, comfortability at home, and
yeah, man, it's been crazy. So anyway, yeah, I guess we should kind of go through this, but yeah, man, just like walking through like a survey. I don't want to get too far into this thing, so it doesn't like trigger anything, but you know, where are you looking to purchase? Like, or you know, you can do something like, are you looking for Invisalign or grades, or you know, whatever you're
right.
doing, right? San Diego. I'm gonna do Irvine. No, this is my San Diego one. Whatever, within a month. So then one cool thing I can do here is I can actually redirect, based off of this, I can actually like segment out these people, these below fares. I click there, basically survey has like branch logic, and you can redirect based off of questions that they answer. So you can start to build like a more qualified group of people based off like a custom conversion, right? You can send them to a different landing page based off the answer, and then you can build that custom conversion. When you have 50 conversions, then you can basically optimize for that conversion event, that custom conversion, and you start to bring more qualified people that are more likely to be, you know, in one of these brackets, right?
Right.
Makes sense?
Yep.
You know, so this is kind of like the process that goes through, just super simple.
So once they fill out the survey,
and then first name, last name, I don't want to go do that so it doesn't like trigger it and send it to my client. But basically it's name, email, phone number after this. And once they go to that, I can either redirect them to one of these landing pages, or I can send them to like a scheduler page, which is kind of what I started to do now, is send them to like a ClickFunnels page with the embedded calendar.
okay.
Yeah. And then really that's it.
So once they give you once you get all your responses, how do you zap over those responses from here to a spreadsheet or something? How do you?
Yeah, I zap them. So I send them an email, I send them a text message, and then I also send them, basically I share a Google spreadsheet type thing, so you can like do. Pretty simple, man. It's also crazy, like figuring out all these systems too, like how this all works, setting up the automations, figuring out how that works. It's like, man, it's been crazy.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to see how I can, just a different angle, like you said, same thing. See how I can potentially tie this together to some extent, and maybe try something out to use, or.
Yeah, I mean, so you know, have different ones, and they can come in here if they want. They can write a note, like obviously they have that kind of stuff.
Right.
50 leads, man. 50 leads in 2 weeks. Not too bad. Yeah, so basically that's it, right? I mean, do some email and text notifications on the back end. That's really it. Just make sure they're following up. I kind of wrote up a script for them before the calling, but that's kind of stuff that, you know, Nick already has, all that kind of sales stuff, right?
Right. And in terms of like your ad, you're essentially just telling them, hey, we have a new something innovative, advanced, exclusive, something. Fill out this survey to see if you qualify.
Right, basically like, hey, basically that exact copy that you saw in the survey, right? I mean,
Right. Just in the actual.
attention, San Diego renters. New San Diego home buyer program makes it easier for San Diego renters and homeowners with as little as one monthly rent payment saving the bank. Click here, link, and then underneath that, some of our programs even have zero down payment or something, or offer 100% financing. So you can even do stuff like that, right? Like,
And you're
attention. I don't know.
and you're
Right?
doing like a conversions ads to that, or just a engagement, traffic. Yeah.
Traffic.
Yeah. All traffic to
Traffic.
surveys. Huh?
Well, traffic, and then usually at 50 conversions, I transfer it over. Right now, I mean, the traffic's working really well. So having some of them, I don't switch over.
Right.
If they're working super well, it's like, why? Keep getting more data, and then once the data is like, crazy, then I can change it, and it'll probably even drop price even more. I mean, I switched one over from traffic to conversion, and I dropped it, like, cut it in half. I went from like $8 to like $4. So yeah,
All right,
it's basic that sort of stuff, right? I mean, and I've even used the same like format for refinances for VA, the same format, right? Like not the same words, but like attention, like you basically call them out and say, yeah, new program makes it easier for veterans to buy a home. New program makes it easier for homeowners to refinance. Like basically, like this structure works really well. So I'm thinking like it could work for almost anything. I want to try it for real estate investing. I just want to try it. I mean, because the structure just works, man. It's just something about how it's laid out.
Let me know if you got. Let me know if you need somebody to try it on. I actually got somebody who will probably want to do something real estate investing.
For what? Oh, bro, I do real estate investing stuff.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I already do that stuff, man. I just want to test some more stuff. I'm actually starting. I'm going to be doing one with like a guy. We're going to be doing it on commission based. I normally don't do that, but he kind of was like snuck in on me, and I was like, you know what? The only reason I'm doing this, I know you can freaking hook me up with, because he was already kind of starting to like, oh man, I need to get you in contact with this person. I'm like,